Did you know there's a fear for almost everything, even vegetables? That's right, folks. Even the humble carrot or benign broccoli can instill terror in some people. This unique fear is known as lachanophobia. It's more than just a distaste for veggies or a childish refusal to finish what's on your plate. For individuals with lachanophobia, the sight, smell, or even the thought of vegetables can trigger feelings of intense fear or panic. It might sound peculiar to some, but for those affected, it can be a seriously challenging condition, impacting daily routines and dietary habits. Imagine going to a grocery store and having to avoid entire sections or feeling your heart rate spike at the sight of a salad. It's a stark reminder of how diverse and complex human fears can be. So next time you find yourself not wanting to eat your greens, remember it could be a lot worse. Speaking of diets, did you know koalas have a rather unusual feeding method for their young? It's not your typical mother-to-child feeding practice, and it's definitely not for the faint of heart. Koalas, those adorable marsupials from down under, feed their newborns poop. Yes, you heard that right, it's a process called pap feeding. But why, you might ask? Well, baby koalas, also known as joeys, are born incredibly undeveloped. They can't digest the eucalyptus leaves, a staple in the adult koala diet, on their own, so mother koalas pass pre-digested eucalyptus material, or pap, through their digestive systems and into their joeys' mouths. This pap, which is a specialized form of the mother's feces, is loaded with the necessary microbes that help joeys eventually digest those tough eucalyptus leaves on their own. It's an unconventional method, but it seems to work for these marsupials. Ever slipped on a banana peel? You're not alone. In fact, the humble banana, beloved for its potassium punch and its role as a quick breakfast on the go, was at the center of an unexpected epidemic back in 2001. Over in Britain, there were more than 300 reported banana-related injuries. That's right, 300. Imagine the scene. Bustling streets, people rushing to work, and then, out of nowhere, a banana peel underfoot. It's the stuff of comedic skits, but the reality was a bit less amusing for the unlucky individuals involved. It's a staggering statistic that makes one wonder how this came to be. Was it a case of discarded peels, the result of a banana-fueled diet craze, or simply an unfortunate coincidence? Whatever the cause, it's a curious piece of trivia that serves as a cautionary tale. So next time you enjoy a banana, do your part to avoid contributing to the statistics. Who knew the humble banana could be so perilous? When we think of CGI in movies, Jurassic Park usually comes to mind. But what if I told you there's a movie with even more CGI? Now you're probably picturing some sci-fi epic or a fantasy adventure. But no, it's none other than the beloved classic, Forrest Gump. Yes, you heard that right, Forrest Gump, a film more about life's box of chocolates than dinosaurs or spaceships, actually contains more computer-generated imagery than Jurassic Park. What's even more surprising is that the CGI in Forrest Gump is used so subtly, you probably didn't even notice it. From the feather floating in the wind to the massive crowds, and even some of the iconic running scenes, they all involved some form of computer wizardry. This just goes to show that CGI isn't always about creating fantastical creatures or far-off worlds. Sometimes it's about bringing the extraordinary into our ordinary world. It just goes to show CGI isn't always about creating monsters. Ever wondered how different Toy Story would be if Woody was a ventriloquist dummy? Well, buckle up, because that was the original plan. Yes, you heard it right. Our beloved cowboy Woody was initially conceived as a ventriloquist doll. In the early stages of Toy Story's development, creators toyed with the idea of Woody being a creepy ventriloquist doll. However, as the story evolved, so did Woody's character. He transformed from a slightly eerie ventriloquist doll into the charming cowboy we have all come to know and adore. The change was driven by the need to make Woody more likable and relatable. After all, a ventriloquist doll could have potentially scared off the younger audience. This shift in character design is a testament to Pixar's ability to adapt and evolve their characters for the betterment of the story. It's hard to imagine Woody as anything other than the cowboy we all know and love. What would you do with a 910-pound pumpkin? One farmer had an innovative idea. Picture this, a farmer blessed with a bountiful harvest finds himself the proud grower of a pumpkin weighing a staggering 910 pounds. Now, most people might think of a giant pumpkin pie, a massive jack-o'-lantern, or maybe even a colossal pumpkin spice latte. But this farmer? He had a different plan. Using a mix of farming know-how and sheer creativity, he transformed this colossal gourd into a fully functional boat. Yes, you heard it right, a pumpkin boat. It's not every day that you see someone paddling across a lake in a giant vegetable, but that's exactly what he did. The pumpkin boat was not only a sight to behold but also a testament to human ingenuity. It just goes to show that sometimes the most unconventional ideas can lead to the most extraordinary results. It's definitely one way to make sure your pumpkin doesn't go to waste. What if you could grow more than one type of fruit on a single tree? Turns out, you can. Yes, you heard that right. Enter the world of fruit salad trees, a marvel of horticultural ingenuity. These are not the work of Mother Nature, but rather the result of human brilliance. The concept is quite simple: grafting. This is a technique where the tissue of one plant is spliced onto another, allowing them to grow together. In the case of fruit salad trees, different varieties of fruits within the same family are grafted onto one rootstock. For instance, you could have a tree that sprouts peaches, plums, nectarines, and apricots, all on the same tree. This is not only a fun novelty but also a space-saving solution for those who love variety but are short on garden real estate. So, next time you're planting, why not consider a fruit salad tree? Imagine the possibilities with a garden full of these trees. Florida is known for its strange laws, and this one is no exception. Indeed, the Sunshine State has a peculiar regulation that prohibits single women from skydiving on Sundays. Yes, you heard it right. If you're a woman, not married, and you have a daring spirit to leap from a plane, you'd better check your calendar first. Sundays are off limits for you in Florida. This unusual law is not recent. It has been on the books since the early days of skydiving. While it's not actively enforced today, it remains a part of Florida's legal landscape, a curious reminder of a bygone era. The reasons behind this law are unclear. Some speculate it was intended to preserve the sanctity of the Sunday Sabbath, while others suggest it was a misguided attempt to protect women from what was seen as a dangerous sport. It's one of those laws that makes you wonder how it came to be. Blue whales are the largest animals on Earth, but can you guess how much their tongue weighs? It's a question that might leave you pondering, especially if you've never given it much thought. We often marvel at the size of these marine giants, but rarely do we consider the weight of their individual parts. So let's dive right into it. The tongue of a blue whale is so massive that it weighs as much as an elephant. Yes, you heard that right. An elephant, one of the heaviest land animals, is equivalent in weight to just the tongue of a blue whale. Imagine the colossal strength needed to maneuver such a gargantuan organ. It's a testament to the blue whale's incredible size and power. So the next time you see a picture of a blue whale, remember that its tongue alone could outweigh an entire elephant. Now that's something to chat about at your next trivia night. That's one titanic tongue. We often associate cats with milk, but is this classic pairing really good for them? It's a common sight in cartoons and storybooks, a contented feline lapping up a saucer of milk. But here's an interesting fact. Most adult cats are actually lactose intolerant. Yes, you heard that right. When kittens are young, they produce an enzyme called lactase that helps them digest their mother's milk. But as they mature and wean off milk, they produce less and less of this enzyme. Consequently, many adult cats lack the necessary lactase to properly digest lactose, the sugar found in milk. Feeding them milk can lead to indigestion and diarrhea. So while the image of a cat enjoying a saucer of milk may be ingrained in our collective consciousness, it's not the best dietary choice for our feline friends. Next time you think about giving your cat some milk, you might want to reconsider. Many people dream of winning the lottery, but did you know there's something even more unlikely? It's a notion that's almost unfathomable. Yet, when we delve into the world of probabilities, it unfolds a startling truth. The odds of winning, let's say, the Powerball lottery can be as dismal as 1 in 292 million. A number so vast, it's tough to even visualize. Now let's pivot to the majestic realm of the Olympics, a hallowed ground where the world's finest athletes compete for glory. Statistically, the odds of an athlete winning an Olympic medal hovers around 1 in 667,000. A formidable number, no doubt, but surprisingly more attainable than the elusive lottery jackpot. It's a staggering realization, isn't it? The chance of standing on that Olympic podium, medal gleaming, is mathematically more probable than picking that golden lottery ticket. So, maybe it's time to dust off those old running shoes. Once again, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more. See you next time for more facts you may not have known.